Welcome to Northern Fell Running. Today we're in Thrunton Woods. Welcome to Northern Fell Running. Here with Lee. We're going to do Thrunton Woods today, so let's go. We've left the top car park, turned right, and it's a pretty steep beginning through the woods, and we'll show you some of the viewpoints on the way before we're going to get to the crags. It's a great run this, so. If you can see that gap in the trees there, looking towards the Cheviot, we'll get a better view in a second. Okay then everybody, if you want to follow the route that we're doing today, the plotter route link is in the description, but just to warn you, the first mile and a half is constant uphill to take you out of the forest, but you end up with this beautiful view over the Cheviot. I can see Hedgehog Hill, I can see Cunyon Crags, and I can see Dunmore Hill in the distance. We are going a bit further and we're heading for about a mile long stretch of crags that run over the top of Thrunton Woods. Absolutely spectacular views. We've got a lovely forest to go through yet, so we'll show you that in a second. So just taking a right off the main track, and we're now heading through this heathery section. It's pretty muddy. This is Lee's favourite bit apparently. This will flatten out. We've got some thicker forest to come, and then the crags after that. River crossing. Wet feet. Now, just poked into view above Lee's head is the top of the crags where we're heading for. Might be difficult to see because it's very bright today. It's an absolutely beautiful morning, but the sun is very low, very bright, hard to see. A little steep section here. The bottom of this forest begins the climb up the crags, if you can see them just in front of me there, and it gets a little bit scrambly halfway up. You know, you're talking hands and knees to pull you up, so it's quite good fun. Look at that. Trying not to make the camera bounce around. It's difficult. Big chunk of the route we're doing today is part of the Thrunton Thriller, which is hosted by Cold Brew Events. Big shout out to those guys. They put on some brilliant events in the north of England up here. So check that out, Thrunton Thriller. So here's the beginning of the climb up the crags. This, as I said, does get quite steep. About halfway up now. A lovely view over the forest. Again, over to the Cheviot there. Lush. Little bit high. So we're getting a bit more scrambly here. It's quite steep, very rocky. Just following Lee up. Oh! Lee sliding down the rocks. Here we are at the first cairn, and this is the start of about a mile of just first class bridge running, I suppose you could call it, would you? Just follow the ridge across the woods the whole time. It's absolutely spectacular. So here we go, let's get into it. Nice little trig point up here. Some really spectacular crags coming up on our left. Here we go, guys, look at that. It's not very windy today, but I'm not supremely keen on heights, so that's about as far as I'm going to go on this crag here. Look at that. Absolutely spectacular. So you get to run right along this little ridge at the top here. This is the final little cairn pile. Before we start going down, that's where we've been. Perfectly. And now the exciting descent. This bit's awesome. So here is the downhill stuff. It's muddy, it's rocky, it's craggy. It's obviously where the river or stream was cut through. There's Lee jumping in front. It's like this for about a mile, so it's good fun. So we're at the bottom of that rocky hill. We've managed not to break our legs, and you've got to cross this little river. If you want to make this route into a 7-mile run, turn right when you come out of this river and it'll take you back to the car park. We are going to turn left and it makes it into about 8.5 miles. But you've got to run back up again, so it's a bit of a climb again, but it's nice and gentle. It's all on this path as well, no more crags. So that way, if you want the shorter version, follow the plotter route link down below for the longer version. Now you won't be able to see the climb on this video, but this path climbs about 1.5 miles, just enough so that it hurts, but it lasts a long time. So, nice, easy to run on though. Now this is the last downward section to the car park. Beautiful forest section. So me and Lee will have finished about 8.5 miles today.
Most importantly, it's downhill this bit.
It's lovely, isn't it? And it's a spectacular morning. So anybody fancies this route, watch the video, look at the link, and I always forget to do this, but if you could like and subscribe, that would be really good. Come and support the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.